Hello, Tom DeMauro, Video Scout, CEO, founder, inventor, and I want to talk to you about your offer today, what you have an opportunity to do. We are going to have 3 cameras on the field, or we'll have 2 cameras on the court, filming an isolation shot and a wide angle shot at the same time. This is a cognitive way of viewing film that will simulate watching you live. So when a coach watches our film online, they see an isolation of the athlete, and they also see a wide angle of the film. This basically reproduces the way your eye and your brain processes information at a live game, where you're watching a player, but your peripheral vision is taking in the whole court. So we show that in a split screen. This is part of our patent pending technology. And when you're watching this online, it gives the viewer and the coach and the decision-making scout that might be online, team, the experience as if they're watching you live at a game, because they're seeing you and they're also seeing what's happening around you simultaneously. Now, when we started doing film for the NHL, most of the footage was all isolation. That's great because we need to see how the player moves. In any sport, you need to see their hands, their hips, their feet. We need to see isolation. In a game film, we need to see alignment, because blocking is not the same as it was in 1982. We need to see their handwork and their footwork and what they're doing. A game film doesn't show this. A game film shot wide from a press box doesn't show this. So when we film players, we film isolation. And that's all we do. If we're coming to your game, or you're seeing us at a combine, or you're seeing us at a basketball court or a tournament, wherever you may run into Video Scout, you're going to find that we are filming individual players. That is going to give us insight and give us the ability to also show the coach what you can do as if they were there live. So we're going to get up close and personal with that. We're also going to interview you. Coaches nowadays want to know what kind of kid you are, not just what kind of player you are, right? So we're going to interview you. We are going to sit down and we'll give you a choice of either a Q&A with our scout, 5 questions or so, or you can just do a 1-minute intro into the camera and say, "Hi, my name is Johnny Jones. I go to ABC High School, position, height, weight, some of your athletic achievements," and say thank you very much for your time. So you could do one of those 2. But we will also show you what kind of, what kind of person you are and how you present yourself, not just what kind of player you are. For this and for following you around, most people do grab this. We charge $199 to produce this and publish it onto your profile, and you will get an email explaining how to register for the event and how you're going to get this private content, and from there you can send it out to whatever coach you like, but you're also going to get critique. A very, very important part of what we do is not just prospect evaluation, but also player development. So what line do you become a prospect? You're a player interested in player development coming up through 6th, 7th, 8th grade. Do you become a prospect in 9th, 10th, or maybe never? But at some point you become a prospect, and then you're going to want to send that information out to a college coach, or you're just going to take that information for player development purposes to become a better player. As an underclassman, a lot of people we track will be those people that are going to need to get on the radar that maybe aren't ready for the next level, but they need to be documented so we can show a progress so that coaches can project them out. So the information you're going to get from Video Scout is going to be very important. It's going to give you insight into what you need to do to become that impact player in high school, so you could become a true prospect. Right now you're all suspects, okay? You're all suspects, so you're not a prospect until you go to a certain point and you're seen a certain number of times, and that information can be verified. So in the meantime, you're going to get player development information, you're going to become better, and you're going to review yourself on film. What's great about Video Scout is you're forced to review yourself on film. The comments, markers, and feedback that you receive are audio, are markers in film. They are recalled and heard only when the video is played. So it makes reviewing film almost fun. You're going to watch yourself each time. You're going to get more content. You're going to get more information and more feedback as we produce content and add content to what we have on you already. Each month we add a new voiceover. We're going to have featured scouts, featured coaches, former professional players. You'll be able to get that information directly and hear from the people you admire and trust most, in addition to our staff. So that's a fun thing. It's a novelty aspect where, hey, who am I going to log in and see and hear from this month? Great. But it's also making a learning happen at the same time by reviewing film and getting more information on yourself each time you do so. Okay, $199. We're going to start today, tomorrow, next week when we see you. You're combining your event for the $199, and then it's $39.95 a month to use it. That's how we keep our prices down. You'll get newsletters, you'll get informed, you're going to get the truth all along the way, and you're going to get some stuff that can really help you, that's going to be relevant. Like I said before, we've been doing this for 15 years. The result of Video Scout and the evolution to where we're at right now is because of the shortcomings we've seen with everything else that's out there. Okay? We care. We want to get you scouted. Now, what's the difference between scouted and recruited? Scouting has to happen before recruitment can happen. You're not going to get recruited until you get scouted. So people that are running recruiting services that are telling you you're going to get recruited because you pay them $3,000 or $5,000, I've said this before, I still don't understand what they do. I still don't know. So, you have to be seen before you could be recruited. Seen means scouted. Scouted means that someone has seen you multiple times. Scouted means that someone has put an opinion on you. Now, nobody else goes to games. Nobody else comes to watch you. And no one else comes to film you except us. Everybody's in the cloud working with existing content. Everybody. We're the only ones that are coming out and producing original content besides ESPN. So, again, everyone that we work with, we have seen play live. We're going to know your player. The Video Scout program is one of 3 different scouting experiences. The first is going to be that combine or that tournament where we see you. And we're going to add evaluation, critique, voiceover. The second is going to be a game film breakdown. You're going to send that in, and we're going to provide 4 scouts' opinions and voiceovers on those so you can listen to whomever you wish and get cross-checking opinions. That's Video Scout Studio. Now you've got a sneak peek into what Video Scout really is. And Video Scout ultimately is live scouting at your game. Look, no one's coming to see your game. Unless you're the top 1% recruit in the country and they know who you are already, no one's coming to see your game. And chances are you're at this combine, you're at this event or tournament because you're trying to create opportunities for yourself, or if the doors were getting knocked down already, you wouldn't be here. So for you people who are serious, and for you people who really want to get scouted and create opportunities for yourself, we're going to be your answer because we're going to put out verified information on you. We're going to know you, and we're not going to put our name on you until we do know you. So realize that you're getting involved in a process where we're going to see you multiple times and you're going to be scouted multiple times by multiple people. Why is that important? Well, by the time we get to step 3 and we've seen you play live at your high school game, we know exactly what you can do and what you can't do. And we're going to give you accurate information. We're not going to tell you what you want to hear. We're going to tell you the truth. And I think that's a breath of fresh air in this day and age. I really do. You guys need to know the truth so you know how much training to pay for, where your son really is, and what his capabilities are. Now, having said that, we're not going to squash anybody's dream. There's a place to play for everybody if you're serious enough. It may not be the school of your dreams, and it may not be a $40,000 a year scholarship, but if your goal is to play college football, then there could be a place for you. Anyone that promises you that you're going to get recruited, and I've heard it from everyone across the board over the last 15 years. Come to our event. 80% of this people get recruited. Sign up with our service. 80% of our 60,000 people that are in our service get recruited. They're lying to you. They're lying to you, period. Because no one can promise you that. No one can promise you that a coach is going to pick you because they know a coach and they know a program. That coach has his job for one reason and one reason only. Because the decisions he makes and the people that he chooses are the right ones. And he is not going to choose your kid because someone knows you, or you've paid a fee, or that scout knows someone and they owe him a favor, this, that, or the other. Not going to happen because that coach's job is on the line for the person that he chooses on his team. So if you hear that at a high school talk, at these get-togethers, I would run. I would run as fast as I possibly could. The best thing I can promise you is that you're going to be seen. That's it. you're going to be seen. Don't write a long email. Don't tell the coach about all your stats. Don't go on and on and on about all these accolades in a letter. Keep it short, keep it sweet, some free advice, and get them to look. If we can get them to look, that's 90% of the battle. All right? Getting them to look is what we are best at. Now, I'm not going to twist a coach's arm and make them pick your kid, but I can make them look. And that is what we do, and I can't promise you that.